They're supposed to be places of movement, of excitement, new beginnings, destinations. But for Monica Reed, that morning's flight was supposed to be more than just another trip. It was the day everything in her life was about to change, the day she was set to receive one of the biggest humanitarian awards in the country. Dressed in a sleek gray business suit, Monica rolled her carry-on toward security, heart pounding with nerves and pride. She had worked years for this, countless hours building a nonprofit that helped underprivileged girls get into college. But as she handed over her passport, the agent's smile faltered. The scanner beeped. And suddenly, the tone changed. "Ma'am, could you step aside for additional screening?" Monica frowned. "Is there a problem?" The agent's gaze hardened. "Just routine procedure." But it wasn't routine. Within minutes, 2 more officers appeared. People started whispering. A mother pulled her child closer. And Monica, standing there calm but confused, began to feel something familiar creep into her chest. That quiet, cold feeling she'd known too many times before. She was being judged, not for what she'd done, but for what she looked like. And as the situation spiraled, as they accused her of something shocking, the entire terminal watched in silence. But then, one man in the crowd stepped forward. And when he revealed who Monica really was, the officers froze. Seconds later, every single person there realized they had just made a terrible mistake. It all started at LAX, 7:15 a.m. The sun had barely risen, streaking golden light through the tall glass windows. Travelers hustled through security lines, coffee in one hand, phones in the other. Monica Reed adjusted her bag strap and glanced at her boarding pass. Flight 281 to New York, first class. She smiled softly. Her assistant, Jordan, had called that morning to remind her. "You've earned this, Monica. You've changed so many lives, don't let anyone make you feel small today." Monica had laughed it off. But those words would echo later. At the TSA checkpoint, she approached the first officer, a young man scanning IDs. He barely looked up. "Passport." She handed it over, along with her ticket. He glanced down, then froze. "Dr. Monica Reed?" "Yes," she said, adjusting her blazer. "That's me." He looked her over, then typed something into his terminal. The computer beeped, flashing red. He frowned. One moment." Monica's brows knitted. "Is there a problem?" He didn't answer, just motioned to another officer. A woman with a tight bun and cold eyes walked over. "Step aside, ma'am. Secondary screening." Monica's pulse quickened. "Why?" "I'm cleared for TSA pre-check." "Is something wrong?" The officer crossed her arms. "You've been flagged." Flagged. The word hit like a punch. "Flagged for what?" The woman smirked slightly. "We'll find out soon enough." The next few minutes felt surreal. They pulled her aside, opening her neatly packed suitcase. They swabbed her laptop, searched her purse, even asked her to remove her jacket. Passengers started whispering. "Must have done something. She looks nervous. Probably smuggling something." Monica kept her chin up, though her hands trembled. "Can someone please tell me what this is about?" The female officer shrugged. "Maybe your name matched someone on a list. Or maybe..." She paused, eyeing Monica. "Maybe something doesn't add up." A third officer approached, older, taller, wearing a supervisor badge. "Dr. Reed, is it?" "Yes," she said, relieved to hear her title. "I'm on my way to New York. I have an event. I'm receiving an award." He frowned skeptically. "An award?" "Yes. The Global Humanitarian Impact Award." He smirked, clearly doubting her. "Right." At that moment, a voice from behind muttered, "She doesn't look like someone who wins awards." Monica turned. A woman in line, clutching her handbag, whispered to her husband, who nodded in agreement. Her throat tightened. "Excuse me?" The woman looked away, pretending not to hear. Monica inhaled deeply. "Sir, can you please check again? There must be a mistake." The supervisor tapped his tablet. "We ran your ID. It's showing an alert. possible match to an ongoing investigation. We need to confirm your identity. Monica blinked. An investigation? Into what? He avoided her eyes. That's confidential. They guided her to a corner room beside the main checkpoint. Glass walls. Everyone could see. The humiliation burned deeper than the fear. Inside, the female officer began asking questions. Where are you traveling from? Have you been to any foreign countries recently? Are you carrying more than $10,000 in cash? Monica answered calmly each time, though her patience wore thin. Then the supervisor re-entered, holding a tablet. Dr. Reed, you said you're a humanitarian worker? Yes. He turned the screen around. A mugshot appeared, grainy, low resolution. A woman with darker skin, short hair. This woman was caught last week with forged credentials using the name Monica Reed. You match the description. Monica froze. That's not me. He shrugged. We'll see. At that moment, something shifted inside her. Years of quiet tolerance gave way to a rising anger. She leaned forward. Listen carefully. My full name is Dr. Monica Lane Reed. I'm the founder and CEO of Rise Her Foundation. I hold 2 doctorates, one from Harvard, one from Oxford. And I've passed through more airports than I can count. So before you accuse me of fraud, check your system again. The female officer scoffed. A Harvard doctor, huh? With that attitude? Monica stared her down. Yes. With that attitude. Outside the glass, people were filming now. Phones raised. Someone whispered, She's being detained. The supervisor sighed, rubbing his temples. Fine. Let's confirm your ID. He called over a customs liaison, who entered with a tablet. They scanned Monica's passport again, this time using facial recognition. Beep. Green. Verified Dr. Monica E. Reed. The liaison looked up, confused. She's clear. The room went silent. The supervisor's expression fell. The female officer stepped back, her confidence draining. And that's when the door opened again. A man in a dark suit stepped in, carrying a press badge. His voice was calm but sharp. What's going on here? The supervisor stiffened. Sir, this is restricted. The man raised a hand. I'm with the Global Humanitarian Council. I'm here to escort Dr. Reed. She's our keynote honoree. The air cracked with tension. Every eye turned to Monica. He turned to her gently. Dr. Reed, I'm so sorry for this delay. The car is waiting. The officers froze. The realization hit them all at once. The woman they had humiliated, accused, detained, doubted, was not just any traveler. She was the Dr. Monica Reed. The one who'd built schools in Kenya, led women's education drives across the world, and raised millions for disaster relief. The female officer's face strained of color. Ma'am, we didn't. Monica lifted a hand, calm but firm. You did. Then she stood. Straightened her jacket. Looked each of them in the eye. You didn't just mistake me for someone else. You saw a black woman with confidence, with presence, and you assumed she didn't belong. Her words hung heavy. No one spoke. As she walked out, people lowered their phones, faces red with shame. Even the woman from the line looked down at her shoes. And as Monica passed through the terminal, head high, grace unshaken, whispers followed her. But this time, they weren't sneers. They were apologies. The flight to New York was silent, except for the low hum of engines and the quiet tapping of keys as Monica wrote in her notebook. Jordan had texted her. You okay? Heard something happened at the airport. She hesitated before replying. Yes. But I'm not staying silent this time. By the time she landed, footage of the incident had already gone viral. Hashtag Dr. Monica Reed trended nationwide within hours. People were outraged, celebrities, journalists, even government officials spoke up. The airline and TSA issued public apologies, calling it an unfortunate misunderstanding. But Monica knew it was deeper than that. At the awards ceremony that night, The ballroom was packed. Reporters lined the walls. The event host cleared his throat. "Ladies and gentlemen," he began, "tonight's keynote speaker needs no introduction. She is a visionary, a scholar, a woman who's touched countless lives around the world. Please welcome Dr. Monica Reed." The audience erupted in applause. Monica walked up to the podium, her steps measured, her presence commanding. She looked out at the crowd,